So these are some things we've all heard before. You're too young to know what love is. You're too old to understand technology. You're too young or too old to live on your own. You can't do things for yourself. You can't make your own choices. Someone else, somehow, always seems to know what you want better than you do. As teenagers, picking what college courses or university courses they want for the fall right now, or what program they will attend, for some of them, this will be their biggest breaking free moments. Will they follow their dreams, go into the program, go into the school they want, or will they follow what you as their parents have been pushing them towards? In our society, although it is getting less and less, we still see so many people and their amazing ideas turned away or turned down because of simple, insignificant things. Ow, Dixie. Sit down. Sorry. Age, gender, sexuality, skin color, disabilities, tattoos, hair color. If even one of these things doesn't match up to our society's standards of what the person in this position should look like, then we don't even stop to consider or see if this person is qualified for the position that they are applying for. So much of the time, many people don't even bother to stop and talk to those who look, seem, or feel different than us. However, if we look back in history, some of the people who look or seem or feel least qualified for the tasks that God has given them are the ones who have made the biggest impact on our society. If people never pushed the limits and fought for what they believe in, then we wouldn't have the amazing life stories of these Christian men. Sir Martin Luther King, Sir Isaac Newton, Sebastian Bach, Abraham, Moses, and of course, our brave young fighter, David. Last week, we learned about Moses. We learned about how he broke free from fear and how he stopped doubting in himself. He put his faith entirely into God's hands. He stood up to the Pharaoh. He said to him, "Let my people go." This week, we will learn about another who broke free. David broke free from the age limits that his brothers and fellow Israelites put upon him. Saul said to him that he was unable to fight the Philistine, Goliath, because he was young. He was not a warrior. Whereas Goliath had been a warrior since he was a young child himself. David heard this, but he knew in his heart that he should stand against the man who everyone was fearing. Simply, he explained to Saul that he had faith in the Lord, his God. He knew God would be there with him, for he had rescued him once before. God had rescued him from the lion and from the bear. He was with him then. Why wouldn't he be with him now? When the Israelites had finally seen this young David step up and make his way toward the battle line with no armor, they stood, they watched, and they listened. He bravely says that he will fight against the Philistine in the name of the Lord Almighty. And with that, David throws one stone, and he wins the battle. He gains the respect for both himself, his family, and his people. He shows everyone that it does not matter what your age or your size or even your class may be. You can still win battles if you put your faith into it. If you have God alongside of you, you can win whatever you put your heart into. When you turn to God and ask Him to help guide you along your way, you can accomplish great things. You just have to believe in yourself and in God. With prayer, you can accomplish many things. Jesus tells everyone to love one another, to put our judgments aside. God blesses each of us with a different gift. The moment we are born, or some of us believe even before we are born. To each his own, I guess. God also gives us our own look, but yet we are each made in His image. Let us help one another to break free from limits. Don't put limits on your dreams. Encourage others to dream no matter what they think their limits are. Reach for the stars, because even if you don't reach that star, you'll still land in the clouds, and you've still got an amazing view.